Greetings, y'all. It's your Knock Piramada, and welcome back to another Golf Stories podcast. I'm, of course, joined here by PGA Tour caddy Derell Adden. Daryl's back home. It's been a long 4 or 5 weeks and long week at the U.S. Open. What's up, man?
Hey, dude, good to be back. It definitely, they weren't lying. The country club does beat you up. Obviously, if you guys were watching, it definitely is frustrating. It's the hardest tournament in the world. So at the end of the day, like, for what happened on the weekend, I feel that pain. I understand that pain, especially like being there. And again, good shots, some good shots are not going to get rewarded, and bad shots are definitely going to get punished. So that's the U.S. Open for you in a heartbeat. You could hit good shots and still be punished, and that's the crazy part of it all. So it's good to be back. Couple days to recharge. I leave Sunday night, and minimum on 4 weeks, if not 5.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. So this is summer. Summer just happened yesterday. So it's we're getting right into the thick of things. So it's exciting at the same time. So not really too mad about it.
Yeah, busy, man. Yeah, and the reason why we're releasing this podcast a little late, man, you just got home from the whole stretch, and you had to get.
I know.
So
it's again, it's all good. We're getting it done. We still haven't skipped one, so here we are.
From one go to episode 23 to 24 now. Kobe's second number, I guess you would say. Shout out to Kobe. But yeah, man, you got front and center at the U.S. Open, and y'all did make the cut. You and Grayson Murray, and Grayson did have some entertainment for us viewers at home on that Sunday with a couple broken clubs, one of which we didn't even see.
Yeah.
But I guess if you want to talk about y'all's week there, again, y'all made the cut, so yeah, whatever. Y'all made money.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the U.S. Open. I think the biggest thing, from my 2 cents, a little insider, he got there Saturday, I got there Sunday. I think sometimes, a lot of energy, I don't know if the word is waste. Sometimes I think that wasn't the most beneficial to get there that early. Mm-hmm. And so granted, I think if we had to do it all over again, he probably would have got there Sunday and then started the process Monday. Fitzpatrick, he was at the Canadian Open, you don't really need to do that much prep in a sense. I think you're prepping, but your game as a whole is technically ready. Because if you're working on your game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of especially a major championship, I mean, you got no chance.
Right.
You're just basically just trying to confirm lines, confirm all this, and just kind of get comfortable with the property. And I think for him, I think being there a little bit too long, again, that's my 2 cents. He might think something else different, but other than that, we didn't get to, honestly, just to talk about it real quick, like we got off to a shaky start. We bogeyed the first 4 holes in a row. I mean, I don't know who makes cuts after birdieing the first, not birdieing, bogeying, excuse me.
First 4. Yeah.
First 4 immediately off the get-go. And it's a US Open. And so definitely that was tough. And for me as a caddy, it's definitely tough. And we managed to finish. I don't know what we finished. I think 5 over.
Yeah.
5 over. And so ultimately going into Friday, being the late wave, you're just not really feeling it. And so ultimately he was able to, sack up and get the job done and shoot 3 under, a great 3 under, because that round was amazing with 6 birdies and a double and a bogey. So he definitely brought the heat on Friday, and that was good feeling on my end too, to get to the weekend and hopefully try to do something. So
see it all through, at least, get the whole experience. Yeah, you even got that final round with Bryson, who's been in the news, and we'll talk a little bit more about what he's been involved in lately. But yeah, man, US Open week, Matt Fitzpatrick, again, we were just talking about a day late, dollar short. You picked him the Canadian Open. He wins the US Open by 1. What's your thoughts? Great US Open. A lot of good.
Great US Open. I definitely would love them to use that track more. I think definitely after this week, they're going to definitely put it in the rotation more heavily. The only thing that I didn't like, me being biased, is they definitely did the right thing in handcuffing the Bombers. So they definitely put that into, they did what they did to handcuff the Bombers. So with Grayson being on the longer side of things, like it neutralized it. So I thought going into the week, I read a lot about that. And I was like, no, I think we're still going to be able to, get away with it. And that definitely wasn't the case. And again, the course held its own. And I definitely, even though I loved and hated it, I ultimately loved it. Again, with history around that place, just with everything, the 17th hole, and you're just standing where he, Justin Leonard had that putt on 17. Like, it's just stepping on that property. It just, for me, as a golf nerd, it's just awesome feeling. And then even what I think helped, honestly, is having the LIV event before, and with the hospitality that they know that the LIV tried to, basically like provide. I think USGA, based on that, stepped it up. And so from my end, and the caddies and the players, they stepped it up. The hospitality, just the little things like the food, the activities you can do, everything was just amazing to me.
Yeah, got a Red Sox game. I know that they had a little thing for y'all there.
Yeah, they had, like I said, like even like recovery for the caddies and players. Like, it was just, they did a great job overall that week. So like I said, I had a great experience.
Yeah, well, Matt Fitzpatrick has gained some speed, and some would say he is a bomber. But he's a guy that certainly is proved himself. He's got DP World Tour wins. He's got a USAM at the country club, and all was missing was that PGA Tour win. And here he is getting not only that but a major. This is just coming to fruition. I mean, we all knew it was coming for him, and just a matter of when. And against stiff competition, Zalatoris, man, he's 4 shots away from being a 4-time PGA Tour winner and a 3-time major winner. Any thoughts on him, and also Scheffler coming in second?
I mean, the leaderboard spoke for itself. I definitely loved Scheffler. Is also hard to, just,
he's just always there now.
Those guys are there for a reason. They're in the leaderboards. They're at the top. They're just hungry. Their games are there. It's just getting through, the finish line for, when it comes to major championships. So majors are hard.
Yeah.
Especially the U.S. Open. It's the hardest tournament of the year.
Most challenging, yeah.
It's that's what they want you to. They want you to struggle, and so on my end, it was a great week. Hats off to Fitzpatrick. He definitely deserved it, because again, it was a tough week.
Yeah, back and forth they went. I mean, Zalatoris had a 2-shot lead, and then he kind of fumbles it a little bit, and Fitzpatrick makes a long putt. And it just went back and forth and back and forth. And man, I even thought that last putt that Zalatoris hit was true. I think he hit it the way he wanted it. It just didn't break. And also shout out to, I guess, Matsuyama. I had a little money. I put $1 on him going into the final round, and that would have fetched me 300. So I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Got 5 under, bogeyless 5 under. I think he went bogeyless his last 30 holes, which was incredible, finishing 4th there. Your boy Rory following up the Canadian Open win with a top 5 finish, but once again just can't quite find that major after 8 years. A lot of good showing from different guys: Hadwin, McCarthy, Keegan Bradley, guy from the Northeast there. Yeah, man. John Rahm, man, my pick from for last week was looking true for a good bit, and then shoots a 4 over on his last day. That's kind of inexplicable for a guy like John Rahm. But any lasting thoughts from the U.S. Open as far as those contenders or anything like that?
I mean, honestly, from my end, seeing John Rahm at the top, I thought, he that dude brings it. He's very impressive. I think all facets of the game, he's up there. Yeah, I think really, like, from my end, it's hard to see really a weakness in that guy. And winning U.S. Open last year, they're hard golf tournaments.
Yeah.
So when you see a guy like that, it's scary.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, geez Louise. I mean, he's looking great at the end of the 3 rounds, and just freaking doubled that last hole. And I was like, come on. I was like, it's going to break our streak, but we will break it eventually. I know it will happen. We'll just keep shooting, shoot or shoot, as we do. But I think that wraps up the U.S. Open again.
Yeah.
Congrats to Fitzpatrick. I guess he can only win in America at the Country Club. So next time there's tournament at the Country Club,
good place to win.
Yeah, it is a great place. Joins the history with Francis Ouimet and Justin Leonard, and I guess even Kerr Strange, winning a U.S. Open there. Was it Guy Burroughs or Julius Burroughs? I think was at the time the oldest major champion. So just lots of history at the Country Club, and they definitely should have more majors there. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and switch it up, and we'll go to a tournament that gets talked pleasantly by the players. Got a lot of great memories, especially this one right behind me with Jordan Spieth holding out a bunker shot. The Travelers Championship in Connecticut at TPC River Highlands. It's not a very long course. I think it's like 6,800. It's a par 70. A lot of history there. 58 from Jim Furyk. Your boy Hunter Mahan won his first PGA Tour event here. A lot of good players, a lot of good young players sprouting their wings here. So I guess first off, what's the course like, Derell?
It's amazing. It's Travelers definitely sets themselves apart typically in treating the caddies well. I think my first year going in there, Travelers is really the number one spot for caddies.
Oh, nice.
It's definitely the Valspar because they sponsor the caddy hats. I think they're very tied. Travelers is right up there. They do laundry service, just like the Valspar for us. There is always prizes, and it's Travelers does very good things. Again, they're an insurance company, right? So they like to take care of people, and so they really go above and beyond that service. Taking care of caddies and players, and so it's a good event. Definitely with that golf course, ball strikers typically separate themselves there. But at the same time, you have to know how to play that place strategically. So this is one of the beauty of this place is the bombers are not necessarily given the advantage, more of a ball striker, precise, like a Jim Furyk. He's not very long, but he's very precise. And so obviously those ball strikers with a hot putter, it'll definitely, benefit. And normally it's wet there, cold, it rains. So you got to be prepared for that. And again, Travelers has an umbrella as their logo. So typically, that's what it does there. So it's kind of fitting.
Yeah. You would hope the insurance company, that is their job, take care of you. And also they do make some great commercials. I will say they do get me with their commercials. They pull heartstrings on them. And I'm sure there's going to be more this week that they came up with. I'm guessing they put a lot of money into filming those and writing the scripts for those. So, hey, it works. I remember it. So I guess it does work. Bubba Watt, like I think you were saying, like the versatility of this course, because there are a lot of different winners. Bubba Watson, who's I guess is a bomber, but he's also a great ball striker. Taking shots and whatnot. But then you get guys like Ches Reavie won in 2019, and like Kevin Streelman won here with like 6 out of 7 birdies or something to finish. So very different guys. I mean, Dustin won here in 2020. Harris English last year against Kramer Hickok, who's a very
playoff.
Yeah, that was an awesome playoff. Yeah. So it definitely, I can see why, for one, just based off golf alone, why the players like it, because really anyone can win here. It doesn't favor anyone, but it's also very fair and very attackable.
Yes.
Offers different challenges, but also very much rewarding if you play well. So, I guess you want to just jump into the picks. I guess. Yeah,
I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first since I've been off in my picks.
We'll switch it up to keep it fresh. Yeah, there's a lot of getting into these picks. There's a lot of good players. There's a strong field this week. It's always after a U.S. Open, so that's kind of surprising that they usually get a strong field.
The easiest thing is typically this week was different, but there's normally a charter from the U.S. Open. Travelers always charters a plane to get to the next stop. So it's an easy way to get to, and that's how they attract a lot of good players and typically like a lot of young amateurs that they give sponsors exemptions, like up and comers. Remember how like Cantley shot like you know, back in his day, like a lot of like up and comers come here, so they do a good job. This week it wasn't really there's no charter because it was an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So it still works out, but typically like last year San Diego direct charter to Travelers, even the year of Pebble direct charter to you know like that year we didn't make Pebble, and so I could have rode in that charter. You know, they let caddies, if you were in the area and you were going to Travelers, your player was playing in the Travelers, you can ride. Like I could have rode the Pebble to Hartford charter since I'm nearby, but I left earlier. So it you know, that's why I didn't ride the charter. So that's nice of them.
That's super nice. That's
definitely... So that's always a thing. And so first off, the funny part is the only time I've ever rode private is from the US Open at Shinnecock to Travelers. It was a private. Wow. It wasn't really a charter. It wasn't. This one was more like we're sending private planes to go over, and so whenever your time could be there, you go ride private.
Down.
So it wasn't like one big plane that everybody's on compared to what they did for San Diego and Pebble. So it's just basically, hey, go to the airport, the private. And so what pissed me off is the one time I rode private, it was only like 30 minutes because from New York to, you know, Hartford is such a short flight. So man, shuttle. Like, it was basically a shuttle. Yeah. And so shuttle, I was like, man, the only time I've ever ridden private, it's only 30 minutes. Like, this is messed up.
Damn. No, I mean, shoot, I didn't know that about the Travelers doing all that. I mean, that's awesome for them to. No wonder they get such an attractive field every year. Yeah. I would definitely take advantage of that if I was a player. So, yeah.
Anyway, sidetrack, but let's get into it.
I mean, that's good information. I mean, I was like, man, they always get a good field and people always talk well about it. So, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's at least one thing that they do. And I know they do a number of other good things. I'm sure they do. But anyway, we'll get into the picks. Shoot, who am I picking again? So I guess, you know, a guy I actually did just mention who is playing okay this year is a veteran. It's not Sewer Sink. It's actually Kevin Streelman, a guy who is playing very decently and has won here, like I said, in 2014. His only other top 10 this year is at Valspar, which is the other tournament that he's won in the past.
Dark horse.
So dark horse starting us off. I'm trying to look where I think he's 200-1 or something here. But Kevin Streelman, good solid game. It's not a long course, so it won't be taxing. He finished second here in 2020 to Justin, and I think he's due for a good week. I'll say that. So Kevin Streelman, wherever he is. That's my dark horse. Who you got, Derell?
Yeah, I'm going very dark horse. Very dark horse.
Okay.
A guy that's precision and he can putt. We haven't heard. I don't know if I've even picked him this year at all, but he's very, very dark horse. I'm having some faith. I'm putting some faith in him. I'm going at 250-1.
Holy.
You know, former Masters champions, Zach Johnson.
Soon to be Ryder Cup captain.
Yeah, so I'm going Zach Johnson. I feel like, you know, he can be Furyk-esque. You know, this golf course is, you know, again, precision. He can putt. It's not going to be too much for him that he has to feel like he has to take driver and bomb it. So I'm just going on a limb, going dark horse, Zach Johnson.
I like it. I mean, I think veteran, like I said, we've talked about the versatility of this course. Veterans can do well here. Furyk got the 58. I was eyeing Stuart Sink. That's why I did mention him. And he's obviously played well in the past years here. He's won here and been playing well in the past years. But Zach Johnson hasn't been trending recently.
No, hasn't been. But he trends this time of year. I mean, next week's the John Deere. And so I'm just trying to, you know, I'm working on some sort of trend over here.
Yeah, manifest destiny.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, he is a master champion. And hey, it's a Open Championship coming soon at St. Andrews.
Right. Like this is his time. So
warming up.
That's kind of where that's where my direction is.
You're going to start the trend now just by
right.
I like it. Okay. And I also, yes, he is 250-1. I did find Kevin Streelman. He's actually 100-1. So
okay, good.
They're actually like saying he's got a shot. So
yeah, so look at you.
Yeah, look at that. All right, that's not too bad. I thought it was worse off. So that's not too bad. As far as my contender pick, again, lots of good names right around there. Mark Leishman is right around where I'm eyeing, but I'm not going to go with him. He's won here. Webb Simpson's 55-1. I'm not going to go there, but this is a course he probably would do well. I'm going to go 50-1 Harold Varner III. Again, I'm going HV3. To it.
HV3. What a good dude. I seen him last week. I haven't seen him in a while, and I could not say any good things about the guy.
More good things? Yeah.
Yeah, he's always going to come say hi to you, quick chat. Like, unless he's very busy, which he always finds time. Good dude.
Yeah, absolutely. First tee guy, shout out.
Yeah.
Also, but yeah, I mean, he's been playing great on these shorter courses. Just hasn't gotten it done, but I'm going to keep putting the money down on it.
Let's do it. Let's
go. He's going to learn.
I love me some HV3, so I'm not even mad about that.
And
with my contender pick, I'm going to go with. I think he just got his second win. He's again not very long, but precise and can putt. I'm going to go with KH Lee as my contender. I think this is definitely a golf course that can fit him. He's at 90-1. And I think hopefully just riding, the positive vibes of his recent win. And so I think, again, this is a golf course that I think he can do well on. So I'm going KH Lee.
KH Lee. I like it. Big sexy.
Yeah.
Sexiest golfer.
Of course.
Yeah. So 90-1. And yeah, he can run red hot when he gets it going. I mean, not only at the Byron Nelson, of course, but second place at Phoenix. And there's a place where you can get hot. So I like it. I mean,
I'm going with it.
Let's see if he can if he can break it, get out just the Byron Nelson shadow. So for my winner pick, I'm actually going to go with someone that has been playing well and it's due, but his odds are worse than Harold Varner III. Look at that. That's how confident I am that he's going to break out. I'm going to go with a fellow Filipino, more so Australian, but fellow Filipino, Jason Day.
I was looking at him. Jason Day.
Day.
Jay Day. I love it. Great pick.
I mean, he's due, man. He's got to get it done eventually.
And again, a place that he can putt well. Like this is, trust me, I was looking at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been playing well here recently. He hasn't won here, but he plays well here normally. So,
great pick. Great winner pick. I mean, for my winner pick, I'm just gonna go hard hitter. I want to win. I'm tired of how long it's been. I want to win. I'm going with this guy that's 11-1.
There it is.
Yeah, 11-1. He has a guy on the bag has a lot of experience here, a ton of experience here.
Absolutely.
And knows how to play. And I think just going to guide him to victory in the right direction. And I want that victory. So I'm going Scotty Scheffler.
Scheffler.
I just going with it. I need a win.
Shoot, man, we need it, and I'm glad he's in our bucket. He's gonna be there. You got it. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how he's not gonna at least be there,
right
at the end. So, and of course, playing so great. Still 4 out of 12 or 4 out of 11, still ridiculous stats. And the other ones he's got top 10s in. So 2 second places last week in freaking Crown Plaza, or what was the Colonial. Yeah, still call it the Crown Plaza, but yeah, man. Scotty Scheffler 11-1. He's the second favorite. Rory McIlroy is 10-1. He is the favorite. I was thinking you were gonna go Patrick Cantlay just because his track record as an amateur here, and I'll just give him a shout. I think he was tantalizing to look at as far as a winner pick, but a lot of good.
I'm going hard hitter. I want to win. I want to get this W out of the way.
You want to get the monkey off our back on this one, and I don't blame you.
Especially after the Fitzpatrick week early situation.
We just need to find it. Like I said, dollar late, day short, whatever it is, we'll find it. But those are our picks, good ones. I guess you want to jump into the hot topic of the past few weeks.
Let's
LIV
do it.
Versus PGA Tour. So I guess one of the big things for LIV is that Brooks Koepka is heading over there, and you did tell me. I will say a couple of days before
I did leak out a secret before the secret was officially out.
You talked to Bryson about that.
Yeah. So he definitely brought that up. Obviously, all joking aside, we definitely talked about LIV. I mean, it's hard when you're spending close to 4.5, 5 hours with the dude. You kind of have a lot of time to talk about a lot of things, and so that definitely was a topic conversation. And it's interesting. I even told him, you know what, I'm not really favoring any side. I'm here for the popcorn, and all those guys kind of
the
laugh.
Drama,
yeah. I love the drama, but I think ultimately it's healthy for both tours because everybody's going to win right now. At the moment, I think everybody's benefiting by this whole situation. So we'll kind of see how it shakes up and how it goes. But at the end of the day, let guys choose where they want to play. No tour owns anybody. In a sense, so if they want to play there and there's offering there, and just kind of let it be and try to play your best game, and we'll kind of see how the fans, because the fans are a big part of it. Like, we don't know what fans are thinking, and I actually have a buddy that bought tickets to the LIV event in Portland, so we're kind of see how it goes, and let's just kind of see how this thing shakes up in the next couple of months and kind of go from there and really make a judgment after that, I believe, and that's how I feel.
Right. Gotcha.
So,
I mean, I'm not going to press you as far. I'm sure there were conversations you and Bryson had that are juicy. To be a fly on the wall. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I will share, and we'll kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
Just because there's you just have to kind of go with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much in the same boat in that the players should be able to play in either tour. I mean, no tour owns either of them. And LIV has said that we don't care if you play on the PGA Tour or not. It's just the tour banning these players from going over there. And sure enough, the last couple of days, news came out about PGA Tour making vast changes to their stuff, adding lots of more money to like 8 events, and adding more events around the world that are going to be like this international series, something very similar. Which I guess for them, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But either way, I mean, it looks reactionary. It's like you had a year or two that you knew this was out there and that this is a possibility, and now you open up your pockets and do it. I think that's where a lot of people are kind of like, this is you're losing right now. There's a lot of momentum for LIV in their corner, and I'm very much like you. I don't want to pick either side. Like, I just want to see the players, be compensated fairly and just play, and ultimately in the majors anyways, where everyone should be able to come together against the best in the world and have at it. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I think the PGA Tour, I guess that is a step as far as with their changes, but if they really did want to compete, I'm thinking more so like a real alliance with like the DP World Tour, as far as like 2 tours coinciding but under the same umbrella. And almost like making the players another major. Like, that's my thinking. Those are just my
initial thoughts. Like I said, we'll see how these things shake up. I seen that there's 3 questionable spots that are open, so we'll kind of see who jumps ship after this week. Obviously, Brooks withdrew this week. And typically you don't get suspended until you hit a shot on LIV. So that's kind of shocking. That
awkward.
So that's kind of shocking that he was already out before he actually hit a shot. So it's maybe because he announced it. Who knows what ultimately is a thing, but maybe there's some guys that are playing that won't announce till after they're done. Cause like I said, I don't know if you've seen that list, that there's 3 spots like open.
Jeez. No, I haven't seen that. I know Abraham Answer is another guy that.
Yeah. So at the moment there, 48 players typically, right? But 45 spots have been, it shows who's committed, and then there's 3 empty.
Oh, I see.
So popcorn out.
I see. I'll have to look into that. See, I'm unprepared on that part.
Yeah.
The list was out already on that.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see. No Anthony Kim, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
There's talks.
Oh, we'll see. Please bring him out of hibernation. We want
LIV is young still.
Yeah, it is true. So it's just the second event.
I think once they get a TV situation, I think that's their biggest task right now. Is once they get a TV situation instead of just streaming on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think that's when it can kind of get a little dangerous.
Get the eyeballs for sure. The general viewing audience. Yeah, no, it's going to be, I mean, it's an ongoing thing. We're going to keep talking about it just because, you know, it is.
No, that's that's topic
of the day, you know, and we'll see how everything shakes out. I think ultimately, it's going to probably go to court as far as if the tour continues with the bans. I mean, I just don't see how you can ban them, but I guess we'll let the judges and lawyers decide that eventually. But we'll keep talking about it. Any last stories from Connecticut or the Travelers Championship?
I mean, nothing too much. Again, me and my guy did the Monday qualifier. We came up short, so not too, you know, disappointed because starting next week, at least 4 in a row stretch coming up and looking like it. So at least if you can kind of get some rest and be fresh for the next 4, starting with a John Deere for us next week. So that's exciting. So we'll kind of go from there. Yep.
Fun times ahead. Busy times ahead.
Yeah, summer is here.
So I got the Open Champ Show I'll be attending in a couple of weeks. So
that's exciting too.
Yeah. So maybe you'll be there. You'll get on a little heater.
And then Tiger playing. So that's another situation.
Probably there. Yeah. In the home of golf.
And then see a lot of the LIV guys, I guess, you know. So it's I think you're gonna have an amazing time. Take pictures, do all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely do. Yeah, man. Gonna be exciting. Gonna be exciting this week to watch the Travelers. It always is. They always put on a good tournament.
Yeah, it's always a good event.
Fun final stretch there that they have.
It is, and it's tough to cat. I think the 17th hole is a tough hole to caddy, tee shot and approach shot. So 17th is definitely one like. I'll say this, it does get me nervous.
Yeah, 17. I think the little horseshoe around the water there.
Yeah, it definitely, you know, just the approach, that approach shot. The tee shot's not easy. The approach shot with the wind and the water right there, like you need it's tough.
Makes your knees shiver. Oh yeah, on that 17th hole, don't they have that little umbrella? Don't caddies get to hit like
it's on the 16th hole, but it's in between there. They call it the 16 and a half hole.
Okay.
That the caddies can try to get close and they can win like a cash prize. I always have missed the green because it's hard to. The problem is you can hit that umbrella and it bounces off.
Yeah.
So the key to that thing is to just even get it on there. So, but yeah, it's a cool little competition that they do for the caddies.
Yeah. Another thing that the Travelers does greatly and is fun little things. So that's good to hear. Like I said, I didn't know about the charter stuff, and I'm sure there's other little things that the fans just don't know about, that the reason why they have such a nice field and people talk so well about them.
I mean, laundry service is definitely huge there. Because like I said, a lot of it, for example, like people that are coming from the US Open that know they are going to the Travelers will just not do their laundry on Sunday and just bring it Monday morning, and they'll have their laundry by the next day.
Yeah, those little things.
Little things.
Yeah, and they know their spot. They know we're going to be behind the U.S. Open. That's fine. We'll cater ourselves around that.
Yeah, again, little things that they did. Like, hey, I don't care if you play the U.S. Open. We're going to get you guys here. We're going to charter something and get you guys here. So
no excuse. Make no excuse. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to more news about the ongoing shape of the game of golf. So should be fun times ahead. Derell, I think time to call it a day on the pod.
Let's do it.
Episode 24, Kobe's number. Kobe.
Mamba.
I think you have a Warriors jersey though, but shout out to
I
Kobe,
do.
24. But yeah, folks, down below, you know what to do. Let us know who your winner is. Let us know LIV stuff, PGA Tour stuff, US Open reactions, whatever it is. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Your words mean so